Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Crystal Barrett's May I Scraplift You. And the creative scrapper that I'm lifting today is Debbi Tehrani. And this is a layout that I'm going to lift. I had two saved, and then I have three photos I was wanting to use. And I thought, wonder if she's got one with three photos. I seen it right away, so this is the one I'm using today. Now, considering I have granddaughters, I could have used some of their photos and had similar colors, everything, but instead I decided to use ones of Malachi, and I'm showing things that I am using. It is Simple Stories Vintage Lakeside um, s- Spellbinders. That's it, Spellbinders Alpha Dye for the title, and then a bunch of fussy cutting. I am using well, it's watercolor paper because I knew I wanted to put some watery looking lines on there. I just want them to be there for some color. Debbie used a stencil or something that has little small rays. Mine's pretty big. Well, it's like 6 by 12, but the rays are pretty big. So I decided to use the radar one, and that's by Craft Treat. And I'm going to make them multicolors instead of, as usual, doing all one color. I'm going to put multicolors on there. Debbie put her clusters there in the middle, so I guess her rays would show up better. I I did not even notice that. And see these papers that I'm putting down, my intentions, my thought in my head when I cut them was to put the plaid on the back so the green would be on the front and kind of like grass. Well, I did not even notice it till I was editing the video that I put them the opposite way. So yeah, mine aren't as close together. So I had room for me a title in the bottom right. Hers is mixed in between her photos. And when I went to do my title, I thought I really want to use a picture wheel because it kind of reminds me of a water wheel in a mill or something. And so I cut it out in wood grain paper, and it seemed to go really well with this paper because the plaid one there has brown lines in it. And I thought that would look really good with a wood grain and give the layout a little more rustic feel. I cut out some, well, I did not cut out, that's a total lie right there. I pulled out some of the stickers from the sticker book, and it's all the little things, and love this most of all, and time well spent. And I layered them on a piece of, well, it's well, both of them, I believe. No, I layered it on a piece. I just did this layout this morning on a piece of the 6 by 8 paper, and I had some green cardstock that I had die cut with before and stuck in there, so I'd have the same leaves if I had to die cut more. And I layered those two on there to make it sturdy enough that I could put it up on foam tape. The Now, the title itself, I die cut out of The Great Escape, and there might be, well, no, well, there might be. I take that back. There might be something else that goes on here that is from The Great Escape because I got in a warehouse box once and seen how well it went with this collection and stuck it in there right away. Now, I did hang the wagon wheel, picture wheel, off a little bit. It's not even a mill wheel anymore. I just make things up as I go. Well, anyway, the picture wheel is hanging off the end, the bottom of the paper. So I will cut it off before I take the photos, but I won't be doing it while I am doing the layout because I forget all about it. I And I didn't do it right then because I had all this stuff laying on top of the layout. And I thought I'd have to move it all out of the way, and it's stuff I plan on using. Um, I'm just adding bits and pieces now. I put everything over in that tray that I thought I might want to use, and I'm just mostly trying them out in different places. I knew what my title was going to be, And my title is Stay Curious, Little One. And I did use the Spellbinder's die for that. I believe it's discontinued though. And so I'm just clustering stuff around there. And I don't like my leaves and branches hanging in midair. So I either want to tuck them behind some grass and have some brown kind of laying there from the bottom of the grass border that I punched maybe. But this time I decided to use the phrase stickers and that round circle. I found it in the ephemera, and I did notice that when I took the ephemera out last time, well, I didn't notice when I took it out. So when I went to put it up, it had a package of weathered garden in there, and I did not even notice. So if you notice something that's not lakeside, it might be weathered garden. Anyway, I took them both out of the packaging and put it in the bigger envelope since I already had them mixed anyway. But while I'm putting these odds and ends and bits and pieces on here, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the master link that Crystal created for this hop. So all you have to do is click on it for plenty of inspiration. Last time I looked, it was like 172 videos. So lots of inspiration down there. And I think that might have been a week ago. It's been several days for sure. These photos here are of Malachi when he was younger. He's a little older now. And his big sister took them, Charlie. Anyway, she's the one who sent them off her phone. Yeah, and I just got them a couple of days ago, so they are so cute. And he is checking things out. And he is barefooted, but most of his feet get cut off. So since there was a signpost that had some little tennis shoes, vintage looking tennis shoes, at the bottom of the signpost, I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and put them there. It kind of looks like he took his socks and shoes off and stuck them there by the sign. But yeah, I really loved getting these pictures, and now I'm loving getting them on a layout. Now, I had seen this little dragonfly. It was on a little piece of scrap paper, so I am not sure if it's on the 6x8 or came off the 12x12 somewhere on a scrap. But it had a little tiny dragonfly on there, and I thought, oh, that is so cute. And I like using dragonflies on boys' layouts. And since Malachi's sitting there kind of looking at his hand over to his right-hand side, I thought, well, I'll put the dragonfly there, kind of like he's reaching out to get it because he's being curious and checking everything out. Why not a dragonfly? But looking at Debbie's layout and then looking at mine, you can sort of tell where I started and where I ended up. I kind of like, I don't want the layout laying right next to me. I like to look at it, remember a few things about it, which on this one I forgot a few, and then go from there because I like to make them into mine a little bit. Every now and then I'll do it just like it because I remembered a whole lot more, surprisingly. But I wanted to add some sprinkles, so I'm using the Stormy Sky, which is what I used in the background to start with, and I'm sprinkling it on there. Of course, the one in the background was the ink, the Distress ink, and then this is I think it is a Distress Oxide, I'm pretty sure. And I smeared one of those little things somehow or another. I don't know how. I keep looking at it. It's like it's jumping off the page, yelling at me, fix me, fix me. But that's it. That's my layout and cute little Malachi. And I'm not sure what that round thing came from. Like I said, it could have came from Weathered Garden or this. Or I might have fussy cut it out of The Great Escape. Who knows? But it was already cut out and laying there. There's the little sign with the tennis shoes, and little Malachi is actually looking at the camera on that one. And I made sure I had a red mushroom in each of those little clusters. Just add a little bit of red to it, plus the little stickers too, and the title. Yeah, I wanted to make it in a few places. I didn't want it completely monochromatic. But if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. I appreciate that too. I will have Debbie's link down there to her Instagram. As far as I know, she does not make YouTube videos. But there's plenty down there on the master link for you to check out. Have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.